sini. Astaga, kok nggak lupa duitnya ketinggalan. Ini pegang tangan lainnya. Aku taruh lah. Aku perlu plastik luar untuk mungut. Pakai plastik luar untuk mungut sotek. Jadi mama ngarepku taruh mana?
Banyak orang bilang kru darat militer terlihat seperti penari yang terpendam. Gerakan mereka saat memberi arahan memang tampak seperti improvisasi, tapi sebenarnya semua itu lahir dari kondisi ekstrim. Saat pesawat lepas landas, tingkat kebisingan bisa mencapai 140 desibel. Berkomunikasi dengan suara hampir mustahil, bahkan dengan headset sekalipun sulit terdengar jelas. Karena itu, kru darat sepenuhnya mengandalkan bahasa isyarat. Jangan remehkan gerakan tangan mereka. Setiap gerakan adalah kode penting yang bisa menyangkut keselamatan. Misalnya, ketika kru darat mengangkat kedua tangan dengan posisi seperti cakar, itu berarti semua sistem dalam kondisi siap dan pesawat mendapat izin lepas landas tingkat tertinggi. Pilot kemudian membalas dengan gerakan serupa sebagai tanda bahwa instruksi sudah diterima dan siap dijalankan. Gerakan lain seperti menyilangkan tangan bisa berarti perubahan konfigurasi sayap, sementara membuka dan menutup telapak tangan menandakan perintah untuk menurunkan komponen tertentu. Ada juga gerakan menarik ke arah diri sendiri yang berarti pesawat harus bergerak maju mengikuti arahan. Dengan cara ini, kru darat bekerja layaknya dirigen tanpa suara menggunakan bahasa tubuh untuk memastikan setiap pesawat bisa lepas landas dan mendarat dengan aman. Gerakannya mungkin tidak terlihat elegan, tapi jelas sangat presisi dan krusial. Banyak orang bilang kru darat militer terlihat seperti penari yang terpendam.
Cari obat apa?
Saya mau beli panadol merah dong Mbak, 1 strip.
Oh, panadol ekstra ya, Bu?
Saya maunya panadol merah Mbak.
Iya, Ibu.
Malika.
Ada kemasan untuk panadol ekstra. Yang ini 10, yang ini 4.
Nah itu, loh sekarang ada yang mini.
Betul.
Oh? Great timing, Yeon-sun. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully.
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep, we have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Selama bertahun-tahun, banyak orang telah mencoba berbagai cara untuk mencegah
Oh,
Tupai mencuri
in
makanan.
what way?
Salah satu caranya dengan memasangkan pegas pada tiang. Awalnya berhasil, namun Tupai yang cerdas mulai menemukan cara dengan mendorong pegas menggunakan kepala. Hingga akhirnya mereka berhasil mencuri makanan. Sampai akhirnya seseorang menciptakan alat memberi makan
that's how it
yang lebih
is.
canggih. Saat seekor burung bertengger pada alat ini, tak terjadi apa-apa, tapi saat seekor Tupai
I see.
mencoba meraihnya, alat tersebut
My
mulai
goodness,
berputar karena
that is
putarannya kencang dan tanpa
very
henti
personal
satu
indeed.
Akhirnya menyerah.
If you don't mind me asking,
Tidak bisa lagi mencuri
do you have
makanan
any
burung.
idea what his goal could
Tahu,
be?
banyak orang telah mencoba berbagai cara untuk mencegah tupai mencuri makanan burung.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Matland's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right? Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away. And don't worry, you're still Natlan's hero. I'm not gonna blame you for something your sibling has done. Still, if we manage to find your brother, you wouldn't mind if I gave him a good punch to teach him a lesson, would you?
Masih menghitung barang satu persatu, sudah menghabiskan waktu, tapi hasilnya sering salah hitung. Sekarang ada solusi yang lebih cepat dan presisi. PT Berskala Mandiri Indonesia menghadirkan chassis di sini. Timbangan yang mampu melihat sekaligus menghitung dua barang secara otomatis, didukung dengan kapasitas performa.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us? How are things looking? Nawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Siglali out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are you trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. Couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... Well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad. Maybe I went too far. Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming. Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Chloe. Anyway, let's get him!
yang lebih besar. Hasilnya tetap sama. Akhirnya ia memakai payung yang sangat besar. Semua orang berharap hasilnya berbeda, tapi ternyata
Get to work! Adaptive frosting! Boost on the loose! Strike pose!
As one with wind and cloud.
Phew, much better. That's more like it.
Ooh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold!
The mining, echoing song!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn mine.
Off to the freezer! A burst of flavor!
Forward! Crush them!
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it!
A little amuse bouche! Shower me with praise!
One with nature.
The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance!
As one with wind and cloud.
Warriors, attack! After them!
Adaptive frosting!
The taste isn't right.
Into the wind.
Lolly, eat Papa! Can you listen to the boss here? Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Nightwind!
Resist the Abyss will pay the price!
Time to shine!
Wind strike. One with wind and cloud.
Gotcha!
So many recruits.
Suffer the wrath of Eatsley! Get to work! The pinnacle of excellence!
Shower me with praise! This stronghold is neutralized. Good.
Good work, everyone. The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least, and ideally a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the Victory Feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
Siapa sih yang nggak tahu Adolf Hitler? Dia
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first Victory Feast.
Go ahead, you two. Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat datang kembali di hari ke-8 di salah satu episode yang zaman. Di April 2026, orang-orang Kristen yang sedang beribadah di Tangerang tiba-tiba dibunuh oleh massa dan Satpol PP. Mereka, orang-orang yang memgeruduk itu merasa bahwa mereka itu sakit hati, mereka itu terluka, mereka itu kepanasan ketika ada orang lain dari agama lain beribadah di tempat di kampung halaman mereka. Karena mereka merasa terusik, kepanasan dan sakit hati, maka mereka memutuskan untuk menggeruduk tempat ibadah itu yang dipenuhi oleh jemaat yang sudah berdoa. Satu alasan paling klasik yang menyakitkan itu adalah bahwa tempat ibadah itu katanya tanpa izin, dan karena itu semua orang yang melakukan aktivitas sosial di sana itu juga tidak boleh melaksanakan karena tidak ada izinnya. Ini kemudian yang lebih lucunya lagi adalah bahwa orang-orang yang
We're back where we started. That pillager probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Beyond-san and Lolly are waiting for us.
Itu clear sudah ya. Kami kepanasan, kami terprovokasi, kami merasa dibohongin. Kalau ada orang agama lain beribadah di tempat kami.
We've scoured the entire area, but
Kalau
still
orang yang
nothing.
beribadah,
How the heck did the key end up in that pillager's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me.
Who are you? What happened?
untuk tidak boleh menjalankan ritual di sana lebih dari 1.000 baraya. Kenapa? Ya, alasannya macam-macam. Salah satu alasan itu adalah
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Kan masyarakat Indonesia itu adalah masyarakat yang sejak awal multikultural. Masyarakat Indonesia sejak awal itu adalah masyarakat yang
where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Kelompok orang yang mengatasnamakan orang Islam dan mengatasnamakan orang Indonesia.
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
Kamu kepanasan kalau ada orang beragama lain.
They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
Urusan adalah urusan izin, itu bukan hanya gereja, Baraya. Mayoritas masjid di Indonesia.
We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
Izinnya nggak selesai. Kenapa? Karena tempat ibadah.
But how? Oh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Karena izinnya banyak. Jadi yang bermasalah di sini adalah birokrasi negara Indonesia yang perizinan itu begitu ribet. Coba silakan Baraya cek kelurahan, Baraya silakan cek kecamatan, masjid Baraya itu terdaftar atau enggak, punya IMB-nya atau enggak. Sedikit sekali yang memilikinya, masjid yang izin dari atas sampai bawahnya itu sudah selesai semuanya. Itu minoritas. Nah, apakah masjid-masjid yang tidak izin yang menjadi mayoritas itu ketika sholat maghrib harus digerebek? Apakah ketika orang lagi sholat Jumat itu juga
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Membatalkan azan hanya gara-gara tidak ada izin? Tidak seperti itu. Dan kalau misalkan ngomongin soal izin lagi, itu bukan hanya masjid, pesantren. Ada 40.000 pesantren di Indonesia dan atau lebih.
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay.
Dari awal sampai akhir. Apakah kemudian 40.000 pesantren itu
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
Tidak boleh ada kegiatan pendidikan di sana.
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Cari alasan izin apa segala rupa untuk menyelenggarakannya. Padahal ada pesantren yang tidak ada izin, tidak ada perencanaan, sampai lumpuh sama sekali, menimpa puluhan orang di dalamnya. Justru mendapatkan bantuan miliaran rupiah.
Now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. Great! Thank you.
Savior?
Jadi, dalam hal ini, kaum muslim itu mau di akhir zaman, kaum muslim itu benar-benar dipermalukan, dilecehkan, diintimidasi, mendapatkan perlakuan yang sangat buruk di media-media kita, memiliki cap yang jelek dan sebagainya. Itu fakta hari ini. Dan siapa yang membuat kaum muslim itu dipermalukan, dilecehkan, cara seperti ini? Ya orang-orang kayak gitu.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Makanya saya tuh sering bilang di akhir zaman kaum muslim itu benar-benar Islam itu seperti menggenggam darah hati, sakitnya tuh luar biasa, Bray. Jadi teknologi kita nebeng sama orang lain, kemudian ilmu pengetahuan kita nebeng sama orang lain, ekonomi kita mengemis sama pihak lain, aturan-aturan kita harus nginduk sama pihak lain, kemudian negara-negara muslim harus memuja dan memuji Putin hanya agar dia dapat sumbangan rudal, hanya agar mendapatkan sumbangan teknologi. Dan ketika kaum muslimin sekarang hanya bisa merengek dan meminta seperti itu saja, lalu kaum muslimin apa? Ada agama lain dirusak, ada penganut agama lain diganggu dan sebagainya. Di sisi lain mereka kalau sholat saja kadang-kadang di jalan dan bikin jalan macet. Itu kan memalukan. Dan yang luar biasanya apa? Ketika ada upaya untuk memperbaiki, gimana caranya perbaikan ini? Orang yang berupaya memperbaiki keadaan itu.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
Ini difitnah segala rupa. Karena Islam itu yang harus kasar, harus jahat, kalau yang di media itu harus seperti itu. Jadi ada upaya segala rupa, kayak misalkan saya mengatakan hal yang seperti ini.
If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
Ini selalu pro terhadap orang Kristen, pro terhadap orang Israel, pro terhadap orang terus. Segala upaya untuk memperbaiki wajah kaum muslimin itu akan dianggap sebagai sebuah ancaman, dan orang yang melakukan itu adalah akan diancam pembunuhan. Itu real. Itu yang terjadi di akhir zaman, di zaman kegelapan ini. Jadi tapi masalahnya itu adalah kamu bukan ulama, jadi kamu mau ngomong soal agama. Kasih tahu. Ya kalaupun saya anggap bukan ulama, kalau Iran berhasil melancarkan serangan yang sangat luar biasa bertubi-tubi, meluncurkan rudal paling mematikannya Iran, dan berhasil menewaskan
setidaknya 6 petinggi Iran. Lagi-lagi, rudal-rudal terkuat Iran, rudal yang paling mematikan Iran, berhasil mereka luncurkan. Dan ketika sampai di langit, rudal terbalik. Akhirnya itu terbalik sampai melewaskan 6 petinggi Iran prajurit selama dan akhirnya di awal bulan 6 hari ya. Jadi selama 6 hari, jadi tanggal 7 ini dia dipublik pada tanggal 7 April.